using for the rest of my life.
I confided with her at the very beginning on that sort of thing, and then later opened up to her about some violence. I did it gently. You know, first I just wanted to have someone to talk to about how scary it was. You know, he
Not to do anything.
this
Not to
rage
do
and
anything.
the uncontrolled violence, the rage that this man had, and why it just
Objection,
pointed
Your
at
Honor.
me.
Hearsay.
Let me just give a quick shout out, a thank you to everybody on Rumble. Shout out to KB Christie, shout out to Ray, shout out to US United, right? Shout out to Victoria Pandora. Suddenly Simple, thank you so much, guys. Oh man, was it worth it? No? Now I'm not saying, that, listen, let me tell you guys something. You don't know who I am, mucho gusto. I am the lead attorney, a 20-year attorney here in Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody lies on the stand.
Good afternoon, Greg. So please do not talk about the case or anything outside of the search premises.
All right, so they're going to take their 15-minute break. There she is. Look at her standing up. Look at her. It's Johnny. That's a nice shot right there. You got Johnny. Oh, they changed it. Oh, you got the side profile. You gonna tell me Amber ain't got a nice profile?
Just remember that now that you're on the stand, we cannot discuss your testimony with any of your attorneys, okay? All right, so we'll be back in a minute from live, okay?
All right, so they are taking a 15-minute break. Let me tell you guys something as a 20-year litigator. All right, y'all ready for this? Everybody lies on the stand. And I don't believe anybody. When you get up, I don't even believe my own damn client. When I have heard my clients lie on the stand, you get up there and you just start going. You just start going. So, when Amber's like, oh, he hit me and I got up and I looked him in the eye. And then he hit me again and I got up. It was my way of defiance and I looked him in the eye. Then he hit me again. I was like, oh, this carpet is so dirty. I'm like, come on, all right, guys. You kind of lump it on there, right? You lump it on. But, are we going to say that our man Johnny, y'all know how Johnny get down. All you got to hear is Johnny and the Quaaludes. All you got to hear is Johnny and the speed. All you got to hear is Johnny and the cocaine. So I'm not saying you don't believe everything this lady said. Of course she's lying. Y'all really in the chat saying that you don't think Johnny just ever even touched her? Not even a touch? Like, come on, guys. Like, I know we're Team Johnny over here. I get it. I'm Team Johnny too. I'm Team Johnny too. Believe me, I am. But he never, he never touched her. And I know you guys are, like some of y'all, I've been following this a little bit from the days past, but there was some recordings that Johnny's attorneys played. And Johnny was like, listen, Johnny, because he's so dramatic. Super dramatic. He's not like a drama queen, he's like a drama king. So flowery, the flourishes, the embellishment, and we can't, what did he say? Did y'all hear the recording when he was like, oh, we can't keep doing this, we can't keep hurting each other like this, or it's gonna be a bloodbath. I was like, wait a minute, Johnny. Wait a minute. A bloodbath? Guys, I'm telling you, and this is how you know Johnny's on one, because she threw that liquor bottle at him, cut his finger off. Now, if your girlfriend, your wife cuts your finger off, what are you going to do? I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. You're going to go to the hospital. And that's what Johnny did. Johnny went to the hospital. They took a wire brush. Listen to what I'm telling you. They took a wire brush. They had to clean the nub. Oh, God. They had to clean the nub with the wire brush. That's what you and I do. We go to the hospital and they clean our shit out. What did he do? same thing, but before he went to the hospital. Before he went to the hospital, he got a can of paint. Finger's still missing. Puts up the whole can of paint. Puts his whole damn hand. Put the whole hand in the can of paint. Finger still missing. Pulls it out. The whole there is dripping with black paint. Now it's black and red. I mean, the blood is gushing. He's missing a finger. Takes the damn nub and starts writing on the mirrors. Johnny. When you start writing on mirrors, when you start writing on lampshades, paint mixed with your blood, I can only back you up so far. You the man, Johnny. I'm telling you, you the man. You the heavyweight. You know? But I can't, you know. I hope you guys see where I'm coming from. It's not that this lady has this damn jawline. It's not that this lady, you know, with the hair. It's not her. It's Johnny, guys. Could only, guys. I'm all about calling a spade a spade. I'm riding for Johnny like you. I promise I am. I've been doing this for 2 decades. I know how people get when they get in court, and I just, you see how people act in the world. The recordings, when she was recording them, some of the stuff, he touched that girl. They were touching each other. It was mutual combat, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she's some damn victim and he's this aggressor. I'm saying it was mutual combat in that bitch. They were in the house beating on each other. And I'm telling you, as a 20-year divorce attorney, this happens all the time. You know, in 2022, it's not good to say. You know, people beat on each other all the time in the privacy of their homes, in the privacy of their bedrooms, in the privacy of the dens, in the privacy of the kitchens. Men are beating on women. Women are beating on men. They're beating on these kids. Some of the kids are beating on the parents. You've seen Dr. Phil? Are you old? You remember the Monty guy, the bald Monty guy? Montel Williams? Some of these kids are beating on the parents. People beat on each other. And so many times it's mutual. Look at all the studies, these lesbian relationships. When these lesbians get to arguing, you think it just stops at the argument? They get to, it's physical. Shout out to the Hodge twins. I told y'all about the Hodge twins. Now y'all can't, Tasha Kidd got everybody thinking I'm in a wheelchair, guys. I should stand up. I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm 6'3", 230. Like, I've been in gyms for 20 years. I used to follow the Hodge twins all the time. Follow the Hodge twins, YouTubers. They got millions. They got 4, 5, 6 YouTube channels. Got millions of subscribers on all of them. Twins. To the military together, went to jail together. They live next door to each other. Both of them married Mexicans. Like, they do everything. They're identical twins, and they live they are never separated. They argue all the time. They travel. They stay in the same hotel, sleep in the same bed. Like the same person, but 2 people. We're telling the story. They were arguing, coming home from somewhere. It was 2 in the morning. And one of them was driving his car. I think it was Keith. He was driving his car. Keith and Kevin. That's what their names. Keith and Kevin get to arguing. 2 in the morning. Driving down the road. He slams on the brakes. Says, "Get out. Get the fuck out of my car." Kevin is like, "Oh, you know, he's a man. Fuck it, I'll get out of your car." He gets out of the car in the middle of the street. Keith gets the car in park, gets out on the other side. They start fighting in the middle of the street. Two brothers, 35 years old, start fighting in the middle of the street. Mutual combat.
That's all right. I was like trying to forgive Satan.
I'm telling you guys, mutual combat, and I'm not saying it's good.
This is mutual combat.
Two 35-year-old men, they're identical. Identical twins.
Oh,
They
Cam, what's
say,
going on?
who are we to say that it's wrong?
Oh yeah, dude, you don't have to play.
What happened? They fighting out in the street for 5 minutes. They get tired. They both get back in the car and drive home in silence.
Oh God. Relax.
But then, you know, that's how they were so fucking.
I'm just grinding.
Oh, I believe, you know, everybody.
I'm just grinding for a little bit. I figured might as well turn it on. Then I'll have it on for later, cause I have to set it up.
Johnny put a finger on Amber. There were so many no's.
Ooh.
And again,
Thanks for coming through, though, man. I hope I caught you. You might have left by now. I just kind of been listening to some trials.
Someone is under the influence of alcohol. Alcohol, y'all know what happens. I don't know how some alcoholics get. Come on.
Doesn't excuse their behavior. Support, speed, all around, attack, defend. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know.
Let's go.
Shout out to Mountains.
This set is broken, bro. I love it so much. This set is so good. Energy Amp is my new favorite item. I love this thing.
I'm just saying what I feel. I don't know. I heard the recordings. I think it was, you know.
Insane.
What did they say? What did the doctor say?
Who knows?
Amber and Johnny are having angry anal sex.
Oh boy.
It's a thin line between violence and violence. We already heard Amber admit that she's beating on Johnny.
He said it's a thin line. That kind of makes sense. But I don't know. You see, in this situation, these both parties want it. They're getting what they deserve. This is they both accepted it, which is why it's happening.
Why are you crying about it anyway? Be a man. Why are you complaining about me hitting you? I already heard her recordings, her words. We already
Women
know.
are crazy, dude. Women are crazy.
Hauling off and slapping Johnny. Johnny's just trying to get away. Johnny's trying to leave the room.
Wow, we talking about that? No. She's talking about her childhood in court. Like, what does this have to do with Johnny? What did the man do in this situation? The man she defamed had nothing to do with any of this.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Neela. Shout out to Neela. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you for the breakdowns of these things. I'm telling you guys. Listen,
My band, it's fine.
I'm telling you I am. And we gotta call
I baited him.
I know we are not Amber's team over here. I don't know where Amber's team is, but it is not over here. Alright, anybody who's team Amber, they gotta go somewhere else. I get that.
They're bees?
John,
I'm like, where are the bees?
No.
I got them. I got some.
You tell me.
I got something.
He
Will
lost
O
a
Wisp.
finger.
Oh no. That was my band. He popped
He
it.
went to the garage and got a can of paint. I'm drawing a line. I'm only gonna go so far for Johnny. I'm drawing a line. And so once that line is drawn, my mind is wide open. I'm willing to receive information. Johnny definitely. I don't know. Now, let me just say this poll one more time. Having said what I said.
No!
You have 20 years watching men and women.
You gotta get out of there, Score Bunny. No, man. He died. He's alive. He's alive. Does he have a focus man? I'm huge. I'm huge. Oh no, they're getting destroyed by him. Should I have a
20 years watching people, men and women, negotiate their relationships. For 20 years, guys, you start to get a sixth sense about these things. I'm not trying to pull rank on you guys. Y'all's opinion is as valid as mine.
I didn't get it. Did he get
Some
it?
people are married, and there is significant domestic violence. They call me in to mediate the case.
First Rotom just isn't valuable. Every other one is. Oh no.
Because I've just been doing it for 2 decades. It's how I've been feeding myself for my adult life.
Oh,
They have
it's tough.
some mutual combat. I don't care what you say. Listen to this. I'm gonna ask y'all. Put a yes if you think there was mutual combat.
You get a kill?
At some
Oh,
point,
yeah.
not every day. Don't believe what she said. Oh, he slapped me 35 times. That's not what I'm talking about. Let's be fair. Put a yes if you think there was mutual combat. At least one point. One point. Put a no if you think it was all Amber. If you just think it was all Amber, like come on.
I'm sure.
guys.
What?
Alright,
The question is who started it, right? Shouldn't that be the question? Who, or at least who promoted it like the most? Who's the instigator?
Come on. Let's call it fade of fade. Shout out to Ramblin' Rack. Thank you so much, Ramblin' Rack. I'm gonna read the ones that are 20 and up. Thank you so much, buddy. We got a lot to get through. The court is still. I know I was long tripping a little bit. The court is still on.
You gotta go.
About 5 minutes.
Dang, the Pikachu.
Shout out to Marcellus. I'm gonna read the ones that are 20 out because they have a lot to get.
What are y'all doing, bro? Well, look,
You
all these
got
autos
Lulu
don't
in the
care. They don't care.
We
There you
got
go.
Angela. Thank you so much, Angela. I don't know, guys. I believe. But I'm not saying, Lord knows we can't believe. Amber will lie. Lord knows Amber will lie. So it's not like she can just get up there and start talking and we're all believing. But damn, like Johnny on cocaine never did nothing. Johnny on alcohol never did nothing.
We
A
gotta
lot of
go.
y'all
Dude,
daddies
he
don't
did
have
half
alcohol
my
with
health.
Let's be honest.
What?
A lot of y'all
What?
y'all
He did
daddies don't
half
have
my
alcohol.
health.
But
I should have went
Johnny's the
pain
angel.
split.
The
Ghost
Johnny
moves
the
do
painter.
more damage to
Johnny,
steel types.
Your dad on alcohol got wild, but Johnny
They
is like,
resist
oh,
grass.
No, man, no. I know how we feel about Arrow. I know some of y'all's daddies. I represented them. I represented some of y'all's daddies. No. I know we're Team Johnny over here.
I think there's a good case to go like pain split. I like Woodhammer over Curse in every situation.
Some of y'all's stepdaddies got lit when the Budweiser came out. Some of y'all's stepdaddies got lit when
I
the
missed
Budweiser
all of
came out.
them, bro.
Say it when they did.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
None of y'all stepdaddies. What?
I just got my own.
3,600 people in here. None of y'all stepdaddies, none of y'all's dads had their finger chopped off and started writing on the walls with the nub.
They all
But
altered.
Johnny's
Well, that's so lame, dude. I can't believe we couldn't punish
really
that.
appreciate it. Who do we got? See, I said I was going to read the ones that are 20 and up.
It was a Sylveon.
She didn't even write nothing, man.
Now they all want to
No comment.
They all
No
want to
question, just the pure love of the game. Shout out to Michelle Williams, man. I really appreciate it. I'm sure I've lost the chat. I know all the lead is a simp. The lead is a simp. The jawline got him. Amber Heard's jawline got the lead. Well, the lead attorney heard about that.
Whoa, what happened? My horn
Oh,
lead,
he
she
went Amber.
killed us.
What
happened to my horn lead?
I don't care about a jawline. I'm trying to tell you guys the truth, man. I heard that, like, come on, guys. But most of y'all are with me now. I don't know if I've lost the chat. Most of y'all are like, okay, Lee. Now that you kind of clarified a little bit, there was probably a little bit, at least once. I'm not gonna believe everything
For sure.
Amber said, but at least once it was some mutual
sure.
combat going on.
Okay, sure. There was some neutral combat. Yeah, it's like I don't understand. I don't think it. I think her attacks outweigh his. I'm sure.
The direct examination of Amber Heard is going to continue. Let's see where we're at. Thank you so much. We're riding for Johnny hard over here. Say we
Dude, Johnny go crazy. He ain't do nothing. He didn't do anything. If he did something, he'd be like, oh, that's messed up. Like, but he didn't do anything. What did he do? What did Johnny do? I was like, we're not just hating on people for no reason. What did you do?
Like, we ain't sipping, man.
We gonna do this? No, we're not gonna do it. There's no one here.
Right, so the jury is coming in. That's why we're all standing up. Thank you so much, African Cartel. Shout out to you, Raheem. Thank you so much.
He ulted me! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! How? He ulted me. I was gonna out-sustain them. Oh. If it was... I don't know. Whoa. He's basic. Push. Oh no. I had my ult! No! I think I had it. I might have had it. I wasn't paying attention. Oh man. We could have kept fighting. Oh my god. Look, there's just so much sustain, dude, with Hornley. Just so good. You just have to be like... I don't even have Hornleech Plus. Imagine. Hornleech Plus. How do I get more XP? Somebody has to run experience, sure. Or I could have farmed more. Dude, you get it at 13 too, don't you? Yeah, you do. Alright, I got... well, I don't know. I was doing fine without it. Let's keep rolling the dice. Oh, right on. Cam is here. Oh my gosh. Cam, I gotta stop playing this game and not record it because I had the craziest game yesterday. I was playing Zero Aura and we were losing, but we weren't losing like too bad. It looked worse than it was. Like we had our entire jaw, the bottom 3 goals, and that's it. But the opponent, they had their middle 2 goals, right? So it was 3-3, but it was a little funky. And so it was like 1 minute to final stretch. So it was like 3 minutes left on the clock. And Dreadnought was up. But we were finishing up farming. We were just finishing farming. And I was trying to tell my team, like, dude, we can do this. Like, I know it looks bad and we're down in points, but I have my ult. So I was trying to tell them I have my ult, and I ended up ulting a crab. And so I was like, oh no. I immediately ran to Dread, right? Because I'm super fast. And I bolt switched through the entire enemy team, right? Me and a Venusaur did Dreadnought. While we were doing Dreadnought, I poked away a Sylveon, came back, finished Dreadnought, and then we got it, and we pushed through and killed everybody to Zapdos. And then we won. It was nuts. I was like, oh, Lord. What's going on? It was so scary though because I blew my ult, so I was like, oh, I have to get this Dreadnought now. Or my team, I'm gonna throw. I just threw for my team. Where are we going? Dude, everybody's laning. I haven't jungled with Zeraora and since the first time I played him. This is a crazy game.
As soon as it seemed as though I had convinced him of one, there's somebody else in the show I was seeking out. And it was a revolving door. A painting I had hanging on the wall by my ex, who's an artist, was maybe was convinced that was because I was sleeping with her or having an affair with her.
Alright, let's go on huge. Let's go.
All the while I'm putting up with and trying to convince him. So March started with this picture of him being shot and he's saying send it to my dad to show support. And I remember March, it was just like almost
The crown.
almost like it was one of the main fight. It was just there were breaks and
Oh, buddy. No, buddy. Oh my goodness. I thought I could get the crown. He took it off. Look at him, he's all mad.
Y'all give me the 2,000 likes. It was so close. Thank you guys. 2,000 likes.
I just need 2,000 likes.
Uh-oh. Painting in the mirror?
Painting, which had been painting for months. One day he kind of stayed up doing cocaine, just drinking cocaine, which is not in of itself that weird. My relationship with Johnny at this point, like he stays up.
Thank you guys for the 2,000. Thank you so much.
He was drinking brown liquor, doing a lot of cocaine,
Oh no. Man, we have a Hoopa and a Pikachu and they don't die.
It seems like the time and I decided that painting is an offense that he could not forgive me for. And I was having an affair with my ex-partner. I'd already split. With whom I had already split. And it made no sense to me. So I'm trying to kind of
Oh no!
It's been there. And what are you talking about? And it's like, that doesn't mean anything. And he's demanding I take it down. He eventually takes it down.
Oh no, man! Oh no! I needed that kill. I needed my wild charge. I can't believe I messed up that roll switch. I might have killed him. I might have killed him. Or I guess I should have grabbed the barrier throw. What? Not me. They got it. It is cramp.
This morning in particular.
Oh, I don't have my skills. I was like, yeah, I have no skills. I don't have mine.
There were several incidents in March though.
Why? Why didn't it work? Why didn't my bolt switch? Wow. He's potion. Oh no, he's potion.
Thank you, S.R.6.
He's ulting? Why is he ulting? This guy's crazy. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we only go for Rotoms. That was the longest first stretch.
The first one was from you to Mr. Death, just that you should know there exists a book. Is that to you? Is it to Mr. Death from you? Or it's Johnny texting me that you should know there exists a book titled This Way Bloodbath. And you say we need that book.
Oh, there's no Rotom. There's no Rotom. Finally, I'm energy amp. Let's go. I'm huge. I'm huge. What do you want to do, Pikachu? We gotta. We don't. I want to camp the Rotom because we gotta get farm. Hey, he's ultimate.
Incident in March. I believe this one happened in the Eastern Columbia area with one of Johnny's houses going downtown to a different part of Los Angeles. We'd sometimes be there.
Wow.
I remember it was a meet again with
We're gonna go for the Rotom? What's my team doing? I'm just confused.
Was denying it. I barely knew the person. And then he was accusing me of sleeping in Spain.
Oh man. Oh man. I didn't know when to ult. I'm like, what is my team doing? We split our forces. I don't know why we did that.
Speak English, so he was really confused
Get
as
the
to
Rotom, please.
being yelled at by Johnny.
I missed.
But I remember those are the accusations that was the fight. But it was one to the next accusation. And I remember I was kind of doing that to him that was in his one of his fights. I believe it's this one. Is downtown. You call it.
Dude, my wild charges are weird.
And we're in the kitchen living room area.
Wow, what is this?
With backhands on. And
Wow.
because Laura's a lot of rings. I remember him just feeling like my lip putting into my teeth. And it got a little bit just
What's happening? I don't understand why my wild charges are doing that. Dang, he took my phone.
Hard as it is to explain this. I was so caught up in
Money.
Money. I was so caught up in the money. Yeah, we know. We understand. Oh boy. I'm at 95. I have one all. At what cost? Like, where's our team? Oh, I chunk him, I chunk him. No, man! You should have both switched. Dang. Oh, no. Oh, we're so chunked. And the cram's already back, dude. We were doing so well, too. We low-key were doing like 5. You still win. At what cost, man? Look, the cram got in and everything. Hurts.
Yes, this is
Where'd he go? They went top, bro.
sometime in March 2013. I think you were texting about some of the craziness and objection hearsay.
No! Oh, no, man.
Without saying what you said in the text, explain why you received it.
I missed all my wild charges this game. I just got so caught up.
this a picture that you took of yourself in March of 2013? Again, record the movie admission of things.
Good job, guys. Good attempts. Good attempts. We held 2 goals. Like, it wasn't as bad as we think, but like we just lost that.
That shit's thin.
How did you sustain that period?
I think the Trevenant interrupted my score anyway, but I wanted the Pikachu to score so we can double on the goal for more points. Because like there was no way we were gonna get inside the base soon.
I remember kind of like a little not pot at the base.
Wow, 4 o'clock.
And I remember I got way enough to
Man, I got that Blastoise Hollowear. That sweet Blastoise Hollowear.
about me. He grabbed me by the arm and kind of just held me on the floor, screaming at me. I don't know how many times he hit me in the face, but I remember being on the floor in my apartment and just
He hit you in the face with rings on,
thinking,
and you take a picture of your arm?
what's happened to me?
I can't remember how many times the face this grown man hit her with rings on. I want to see a black and blue face, Mike Tyson up face.
Thinking, just for
Next photo better be good.
This weekend's the tournament. They're gonna play some Pokemon and the tournament.
I want to see this photo. This is going to be the photo.
Speed, all arounder. Oh, there's 2 all
Photos
arounders.
are
Wait,
brutal.
yeah, there's 2 all arounders. Support. Oh, we have a guard shot.
This is getting good.
Well, it says for 2 weeks ago, I'll sustain the objection. When we get access from 2 weeks ago, we just have the, we need to some of the 20 days.
Yo, this next photo, it's got to be good. It's got to be good. Let me tell you something. If you ever hear me say, if I get in a fight with a dude, old guys now, it ain't really, I'm 45 years old. That's true, I'm 6'3", I'm 230, all right? I'm a hoss, all right?
I'm a hoss.
But still old. If you ever hear me say, I don't remember how many times this dude hit me in the face, like imagine what my face would be.
Right. I was about to say, you got hit a lot of times. You got hit a lot of times. If you couldn't count, you got hit a lot of times.
White woman, and I say that I don't remember how many times a grown man hit me in the face. I'm talking.
Ooh, pop the X speed. I see you.
Let's go. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's go.
This is
Top
gonna be the
hat.
photo right here.
Oh dang, I'm not in the. Can we keep this Apom? I just want to see
Her
MVP.
eyes
But he
must
wants
be
it.
swollen shut. Go guys. Ready?
He kind of got it.
No, I want the face.
Yes, it is.
I didn't even get it.
No, don't go to another altercation.
What do you mean? It wasn't important.
Wait, you said you couldn't remember how many times you were hit in the face. Oh my god.
He's mad. He's so mad.
Oh my god.
That Greninja's
That's a big
upset
line.
because we killed him. He wanted a stack, right? He got his stack.
She's around.
I rented the top of it.
I got one. Oh. Oh man. He didn't get any. That wasn't even fun.
I'm so over this lady.
I died. I'm behind you, Garchomp.
I wasn't gonna be able to talk a situation down. I wasn't gonna be able to talk out of it. I was just so convinced.
I didn't even evolve from that. Isn't that crazy?
The reason that he wouldn't leave the house, and that's something that was done that's important. People waiting.
I got something on. Oh, I got the XP bug, didn't I?
Assistance,
Oh no.
manager, sister.
I got one.
Everyone was
I got one B.
he was, and I kept feeling embarrassed and unable to move
I'm gone.
myself
I'm gone.
my house. I couldn't calm him down. I couldn't change.
What do you want?
It's just so
Leave
related
from this place.
details of this affair.
Oh, you're gonna show up, huh, Blissey?
And
Oh,
pointing out that the Pokemon wasn't making the situation any better. It made me mad. I'm the dad. So eventually I called my sister.
Rabu got the cleanest movement, bro. Look at that movement. Ugh.
At the time, she occasionally did cocaine. Didn't.
Oh,
She
God.
did. So I was
They
like,
already got it. They were very upset that I stopped them from scoring earlier.
She did. Remember his assistants trying to get him out. Like we eventually in the evening, I think early evening, he finally agrees to leave. But I can't.
The problem is Cinderace's clear is actually like kind of slow.
He's still convinced of these things, or he's just gonna sleep it off and
Thank you.
they go back to.
I'm gonna go Blaze Kick.
Right,
Just
sorry. And he was still upset with it.
Oh, Juco. Juco. Oh, I hate Blaze Kick.
Agreed to go with him and let me go to the shoot. I had plans, so kind of reluctantly agreed, but didn't set anything up. I didn't want to engage anyone. I didn't want to be perceived as antagonizing or engaging anyone. So I went with him. On the way there, we headed up Tweezer's Street, the major street that leads up to these houses. He effectively owns the end of the street, full stop. So we're nowhere near his home, but we were driving up this street, and
Rotom Gamers.
smoking, it wasn't
Rotom Gamers.
but constantly smoking, and at some point he starts howling out of the window.
I'm not got no ult. I'm not energy amp. That Greninja's gonna have his ult. Oh man. Maybe I shouldn't start this.
Slightly
Oh, see.
chunkier, particularly feet. Grabs this.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Rotom, being a Rotom gamer is kind of hard for Cinderace because of all the grass. Wow, wow, wow.
Michael Jackson did that with his kid. Over that balcony.
I too was like, hard as to what I should, because I didn't want to do anything to cause him to react, drop the dog, it's just this free moment.
I'm not gonna leave from here. No, like, you opted to score. You're not leaving. Mission complete. Mission complete, boys. I'm not letting him grab me this time. No skills. That was the only trick I had to use against them. I was like, I have to bait him one way, and then I'm just gonna have to blaze kick over him. I was so chunked. I'm so chunked.
How do you get hit? I've just seen so many pictures of domestic violence. The woman gets hit face so many times she can't remember, and then takes a picture of her.
Nope.
The woman gets hit 7 times in the face. She's taking pictures of her face.
Wow. How did that Azumarill? Oh no! No! Oh, whoa! He canceled it! Oh my gosh! He canceled my flame charge and my blaze kick. What? Aegis Slash is cracked, bro. That shouldn't be happening. What? I'm a Cinderace. What? How did he even hit me? I flame charged. Oh my gosh. That's whack, bro. That's so whack. Go! Oh my gosh, man.
So many victims of domestic violence.
Ooh, my flame charge won't work.
The person goes, you have 2 types of photos. Photos that the person takes of themselves, and then photos that the family members take. So maybe the sister says, no, we really need to
you're joking.
with a brother or something like that. No one takes pictures of the arm when the face is all dressed up. It doesn't make any sense. Where are the pictures of the face?
Cinderace got the cleanest movement. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, dude. I can't believe it. That Zoomer's kind of cracked on the sticks. What the heck?
Yes, they're different actually. It's confusing. They're different. Upgrades. The one in the back and the larger glass is
Man, 4 o'clock.
at the time these tags of little back that they're called. And I remember at the time that's what I was doing a lot of
at you.
hard line on what people do that. Phrases
Wow,
that
okay.
attitude,
2 X's.
whole of the time, didn't like it, but
Yeah, sure. Send the Charizard down the bottom. Okay, look. All arounder. Oh, is Charizard an all arounder? Defend. Oh. Alright, we're running tanky offense. That's what this is. It's just tanky offense. This is.
Cigarette, tobacco.
Yes. Put the Charizard in the bottom path. Yeah.
Above it there appears to be a CD of yes, it's the single, I believe is what it's called, single he was making. I think that's the song that they were in the video for, I'm correct. Now, did you
What the? Oh, I completely missed what the. Yeah, he took it. I'm gonna kill you. I didn't kill him. That Cram ran, man. Got messed up. See, I get them in a fight. I start the fight, I get them in a fight, and then I leave so I can go take their farm. The other lane's farm. Like, no, it never respawned. Dude, you're so lame, bro. You're so lame. They're dangerous up close. They got one. Oh my goodness. I can't do anything. I couldn't do anything, dude. And they was like, that was your turn. And I was just like, okay, I'll pop my X. I should have popped it earlier, I guess. I gotta pop it on my skills. I gotta learn to use it on my skills. What is the Lucario doing? Oh, dude, they don't have anybody to burn Dread. No, we're not gonna get Dread. They have a pad. Look, if the Green can do it, he can do it. He's alive, bro. No, he has all. This is so bad. The Lucario knows it too. That's why he's back here with me. He's like, this is so bad. Ah! I took their thing. No! I took their A-bomb. They got so mad. Oh no, man. I took their A-bomb. They got so mad, bro. I need this, man. What are you doing? Oh, why were you even over here? He saw me farming and I need it. I'm level 9, man. Oh no. Is he energy amp? Like he just had his ult. He just ulted me. Is he energy amp? What the heck? Am I energy amp? I don't remember. Dude, I got an X attack. I need my ult. Oh, I have it. I must be energy up. And we have a Dreadnought. Oh, dude, there's literally no time. I'm mad. He died through the wall. Never seen that. Ooh. Ooh. That's okay, we win. You literally hold and we win. He dived in with it. That's cool. Oh, this is the Charizard's resetting. Wow, they're all down. Okay. 37, 37. Oh, my health, what happened to it? Oh, I thought the tree had ult. Terrible, we just lost it to a blissey. Terrible. Alright, Wigglytuff. That was just terrible. I guess I ulted a little too early. I ulted just a little too early. The Wigglytuff literally just walked up and dazzling them. Oh, he went this way. What the hell? Wait, where'd he go? I just have no snacks, bro. Man. Tough games. Let's play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Boom, 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 boom. I do want to listen to more of the trial.
Out to Guy LP. Thank you so much.
Alright, I'm trying to get all of UC's cards. You cannot. I hate this. I hate that. What the? But anomaly.
In one of these major cities, as great as it could be during certain days, and I mean, there's a lot of entertainment, a lot of great food, a lot of great people, business. It's just one moment, one George Floyd moment, one abortion moment, one crazy video out of, and then the whole city's gonna go to shit again. I think that's gonna happen within the next 5 years, easily, because these people are deranged. They don't have sense of morals, and I understand not agreeing with Trump or Biden, or I understand it, but these people act like that's an excuse to let all of their inner evil and demonic spirit out, and they're like, yeah, it's like if something happens where like, a grandpa got tackled off his,
wow, that's a lot of trap cards.
Steve Scalise got shot. There have been political.
At least I don't have to go first.
For sure. But it's like when that happens, as evil as it is, I mean, I'm inspired and I'm motivated and I'm upset. But I would never.
Wow, what a
like,
good
let me
opener.
burn down my local
Wow, that's a
shop.
lot of trap
Let me
cards.
smash a local cop car that I don't even know who the person is and I have no personal beef with. Let me just like destroy my city. That's like these are not good people. I don't even care if you're on the right side of the activism, which they're almost always not. But it's like, how is that going to help George Floyd or abortion? Like these people are just evil. They use this as an excuse to let their inner rage out, and it's like I don't want to be around people like that. And I understand that there's different people everywhere, but I don't want to be in a city where that much wickedness and that much backwards ideology is consolidated in that spot, because they're one George Floyd video away from burning the whole city down. And if something happened on the right wing where something as bad as, I mean, people on the right were mad at George Floyd thing too, but it's like, people don't act that way. When they push Roe versus Wade, people don't just burn things. Like, these people are such demonic losers, and it's like, at this point, I'm like, have LA. You want to cry and screech and scream? They're all liars. They're all lacking self-awareness, self-accountability, and they're just opportunists using something as an excuse to just throw their wicked rage talk about is Donald Trump endorsed, I think, 22 candidates in Indiana and Ohio, and he went 22-0. So I think the big election was J.D. Vance. There was a little bit of a split in the Trump base. I'm not 1,000% familiar with all of their stances because I didn't really study it too much, but I know it seems like, and there's always, let me just be frank, there's always going to be people who are going to say, well, that's what they're saying, but I think this, so I'm not, my opinion / my perspective, I understand there's nuances to it, some people like, some people, etc., but J.D. Vance was the guy that Trump endorsed, and it seemed like a lot of America First people liked that. There's people that are skeptical of him, but from what I've seen and people I follow, it seemed like J.D. Vance was not like a Mark Levin or a Sean Hannity. He had, opposing opinions about Ukraine, similar to Trump. I think on that, he seems like he's ready to be, he could be a snake, but he seems like he's ready to, stand his ground and not be another phony. We'll see what happens. And Trump endorsing him, a lot of people like that. It wasn't like the Dr. Oz endorsement where a lot of people didn't like it. So it seemed like that was, and then Mark Levin was like really upset about that. He wanted the other guy. That seemed like an interesting election to see where people were at. And the Trump guy won. Maybe Trump just backed the guy who could have won anyway, but I think Trump's endorsement still matters. There are people who will, listen, and he's got a huge email list, and when Trump endorses somebody, it's not just his word, but he's probably got tens of millions of people that will be reached by his emails. So it's a big endorsement, and you get a lot of money. People will start donating to you. So it seems like, in my opinion, I'm pretty glad that all this happened. I think it's all going in a good direction. I saw Ian Smith. If you guys don't know Ian Smith, he's the gym owner from New Jersey who said no lockdowns. He fought, not physically, but financially, politically. He fought Bill Murphy, the Democrat governor of New Jersey. And Ian Smith, in my opinion, I think he seems like a righteous man. He definitely seems like a hardliner. He has no problem saying what he thinks about the vaccine. He has no problem saying what he thinks about the mandate. He was one of the toughest voices as a business owner in America, definitely like a top 5 easy voice against the mandates and even the vaccine in general as far as how they were talking about it. And he had a post on Instagram yesterday where Ian Smith met with Trump, which I was thrilled about. And just like this is my personal strategy in my own head, because I'm not a politician, I don't have to answer to anybody. There's nothing I really have to do. It's really what I want to do. But in general, I was glad to see that because I want to give Trump reinforcement when he does something I like. I'm not just a negative Nancy that says blah, blah, blah. Same thing with Elon Musk. This is how I think in my head. It's like, just because I endorse something that someone does, like one thing, it doesn't mean I co-sign everything. But I'm not a liar. So it's like if someone does something that I appreciate, I think even especially with Trump, somebody that loves to be loved, somebody that is used to the media hating on him, and I think Trump especially is like a person who likes to be liked, and he listens a little bit, even when I disagree with him. So I want to really give positive reinforcement there and be like, surround yourself, please, Donald Trump, by more people like Ian Smith. I think that deserves to be cheered, and his constant vaccine sales and exaggerations need to be booed, and that's how we really move forward. But I'm glad to see Ian Smith at Mar-a-Lago because Ian Smith is the real deal. Maybe he asked him a few questions. Maybe he told him the truth about what he thinks. Maybe he didn't, but it doesn't matter to me. I like that direction that it's going. I like the direction of the MAGA base, the energy. I think that so many people running for Congress now were inspired by the movement, and they're not beholden to Donald Trump. They're definitely loyal in endorsements, etc. But I really have faith in, that's why I people misconstrue me sometimes. Like, Anomaly criticizes conservatives more than Democrats sometimes. It's true, but I think of conservatives, even though I'm not like a tribal, sports fanatic. I mean, I love sports, but I don't treat it like a sports game. I think conservatives in the MAGA base are going to be the future of what's going to save the country. Unlike Joe Biden, it's like, there's some good left-wingers for sure, but people like Bill Maher and, Russell Brand, they have probably a bigger conservative audience
now I activate my trap card. The golden apples.
But at the end of the day,
I gain the same amount back, and I summon a token with the same amount of attack.
Because I understand Trump is the big dog. He's the number one. He's
No.
And I think the base is the solution. So similar to like a sports team, when I sit down at halftime, I'm not having a conversation with the other team.
Not true.
I'm different from a lot of Republicans, and that's fine. But a lot of Republicans are like, I'm going to talk about these left wingers all the time. I'll mention it. I'll definitely do podcasts about it. But I think like I don't want to spend time talking to people. I don't think AOC is going to listen to me. I don't think Eric Swalwell, Farty McFartstein, I don't think he's going to listen to me.
Wait,
when it
what?
comes to the right wing,
He
I'm
doesn't
like,
have the
I'm
tribute?
trying to have a
That's
halftime talk with our team because, you know, if we get power back / if things go our way, they're not going to go our way unless just like threw me off my own stream. I don't know what happened, but you know, I want people to realize like, all right, this is where we're going, and I just want to talk to our side of it. And I'm not trying to be tribal, but like, this is who I think is going to make the right moves. You're clearly close to the right move. Let's do it. So when it comes to the Trump base, I think there's a lot of winners in there. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm not co-signing everything she's ever said or done because I'm not her. But like, the media hates her.
Dang,
I think she's a real one. She talks about the bears reporting. She goes way further than Donald Trump in a lot of ways. So I like the fact that even though Trump is not doing all the right things, and I do think he's lying about the vaccine, I like that he keeps people like Marjorie Taylor Greene close, and people like Matt Gaetz, and people like, you know, Ian Smith. People like, I'm trying to really think of there's some other people that I could think of. Candace Owens even. You know, I know she takes a really hard line stance against this stuff, and I'm glad that Trump still keeps those people around, and I'm hoping that the base, with my help, even though people, I'll take a few arrows for the team, you know, and I'll sacrifice a little bit, but, you know, I hope that he gets the memo that this is the way forward. We can agree to disagree on certain things, but we want to make sure we don't end up in another Bill Gates, Fauci, pandemic, lockdown, vaccines, you know, situation, and one of the ways to get there is not just being against mandates, but you can't just funnel $15 billion to Big Pharma and act like it was amazing. It wasn't amazing. It was part of the whole scheme, and I disavow it completely. I think it's a joke, but in general, I think it's great that MAGA candidates are winning. I think these new Trump people are, a lot of them are the real deal. They're not politicians. They just were inspired by Trump. The one guy, I think his name is like Majewski or something. He's like a MAGA rapper. He's got a bunch of like rap songs with Let's Go Brandon shirts. I like that. I'm pumped about that because I don't think this guy's a career politician who's like, you know, following Mitch McConnell and knows everything about Trump. I think he's probably just inspired by Trump and like, hey, I'm gonna run for office, and he wins. So it's like I see this new, you know, rising of like, you know, Congress members. These are gonna be the realest people in Congress ever. You know, we've never had such this like populist movement on the left or the right where all these people are getting in. The left wingers and the Bernie people, they're populist left wingers, but no offense, but they're off on so many things, and they get caught up in all this like progressive things, like he, my, she, her, my pronouns. I'm gonna save the country with Bernie Sanders in my pronouns. Like, get over yourself. But you know, I'm glad that good people seem to win the election. We'll see what happens, but you know, the Trump endorsement still means a lot, and you know, despite the fact that he will kind of play both sides like a politician, I think he deserves credit where it's due when it comes to a lot of these new people. And my job, at least, because I'm not running for politics, I don't really need anything. I don't care what the cost is. I don't want to be the loudest voice, but if no one will, I'll be extra loud. I just want to compliment Trump when he does stuff like that, compliment Trump when he puts someone like Ian Smith into power, and be skeptical, just like the MAGA base is skeptical of the Dr. Oz endorsement. I love that. I don't even know that much about Dr. Oz. I've done a take on it, but in general, as far as like his politics,
trap car banish my monster.
Conservative, but I love seeing the MAGA base be like, I don't know about that. It's like, you know, I don't look at that and say, well, if I thought differently, I'm like, good. I want people to challenge Trump because he actually, more than any other politician, hears it, and he knows that people are so loyal to him. In one way that's nice, but in some ways, you know, he can take advantage of that sometimes. So, you know, overall, I think things are going in a good direction, and I would love if hundreds of, like, random MAGA moms and dads that just got fed up with the system get into Congress. I mean, you know, the media's like, we hate Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm like, I want 100 Marjorie Taylor Greenes in there. You know, she's a little wild. I don't agree with everything she says, but she seems looser, you know, than other people.
You gotta contain no monsters, though. That's the issue.
She's out here like, look at the bears reporting. I'm like, thank good, you know. And it says something about Trump, just like he keeps like a Kushner and a Bill Gates close to him sometimes. It says something that he also keeps a lot of these real people next to him, because we could easily have a Mitt Romney or a Boris Johnson who keeps no good people, right? And some people will misconstrue this. I know there's gonna be people on both sides. Like, anomaly flopped, or you know, now he's switching. I've kind of said this the whole time. I'm not trying to be a hateful person, but I am trying to put up a wall.
No,
like, stop doing that. I don't like like it. I'm not gonna pretend to. I'm not gonna lick. She was like, stop it. You know, and the fact that he's not one of these guys who only keeps Adam Kinzinger's and Liz Cheney's around, the fact that he is willing to have meetings,
this is so tough.
you know,
The deck is so
endorse certain people that are different from
The
him.
deck is so bad,
actually,
man.
You know, go the distance on certain things. That to me is a good sign. So, you know, having meetings with people like Ian Smith, keep doing that, Trump. I will compliment you if you do that. And if you keep saying that the vaccine saved 100 million lives, I'm never going to pretend like that's true because no one thinks it is. And part of this situation is not just, you know, saying I'm against mandates, but saying let's not give Big Pharma that much money and that much power anymore. Because if you give them that much money and power again, and we act like it's so great, there's going to be a round two. People like Bill Gates are already putting in infrastructure for, we need to stop another pandemic. It's like, bro, leave us alone. Just leave us alone, Bill Gates. If you want to stop a pandemic in your own immune system, work out. You look like a sloth.
He said work out.
Sitting in the, you know, the sun for 5 hours. You know, you want to do your health a favor, bro? Hit the gym, Bill Gates. Don't, you know, put a bunch of money towards a pandemic situation so you can control our lives. It's so annoying. I'm going to read a few comments. Let's see. I'll probably stay around for 12 minutes. Appreciate you guys. God bless y'all. And Dennis said, Anomaly, what do you think of Lara Logan? Thank you, Dennis. I don't really know that much about her. I don't really, I can't really say.
This is good.
I saw a pretty bad take of hers the other week, but I don't
Hold on,
know.
I have
think
like
it could have been
2
someone else, and I'm
McWords.
forgetting the name, so I don't want to speak on it.
This is
I've
a
really
dragon.
never listened to her. Is she on Fox News
I don't
or
have to worry
something?
about this.
I've
Dude,
only
I
seen
think I
a few
just
tweets
like
of her, so I don't want to.
beat him up.
I don't want to, you know.
Once per turn, I can special summon a McWords
Jojo
to
said
come
you're
out,
awesome. Thank you,
sky
Jojo. I
him.
appreciate you. Someone said Bill Gates needs to cure
Hey,
his
what?
hopes
Can I
first.
be wrong?
I mean, there's just something about, like, I don't even care what people do with their
Say
lives.
some monster
When they're
controls
always trying to
destroyed
dictate
by
my
a
life,
card
I
effect. What's that
become
to
offended. I turn into a screaming liberal. I'm offended. It's like, I'm offended that there's people who don't take care of themselves that literally want to lock me inside my house. You know, like, that is offensive to me. I will turn into a liberal. You think I can't be a liberal? Wah, wah. Leave me alone, Fauci. Leave me alone, Bill Gates. At least Fauci's like 150 years old, you know? At least Fauci's like, yeah, I live to be 175.
I ended my turn. No, man. Oh, no, man. I didn't lay my face down, man. Oh, no, man. Oh, no. He's just gonna hit over me. Why didn't I lay my... Oh, he ended his turn. He's a genius. He's a genius.
Bezos getting freaking ripped, sitting at the beach with like, you know, some mommies. Like, what are you doing, Bill? You're too
Send one monster
busy
you control.
trying to
Destroy
reverse population growth. You know, you're spending too much time on it. It's not fulfilling. You know, God is fulfilling. Doing the right thing is fulfilling. Doing the wrong thing is like drinking 15 energy drinks or doing like cocaine. Which, you know, it's like it feels good for a little bit, but it's not a long-term solution. You know, it's like you got to get off of that stuff. Get off the drugs. I'm not saying they're on drugs, but like you got to do
You can
righteous
special summon
things.
scarf in your hand. The star gains attack equal to
Hit the gym,
your
get jacked like
half
Jeff
your
Bezos
life
at minimum,
points.
and then just be a righteous person.
Is he ending his turn?
Let's see.
He is.
Someone said, "Oh my God,
Activate
you're a liar.
destruct
He's not
poison.
150 or 175."
Destroy.
I'm joking. Obviously, he's not 150.
I should have destroyed the middle
He's
one.
like 80 years. He's pretty old. I don't know how old my gosh is, but
Just
I'm
because
sorry,
I
that
want
was
my mech
sarcasm.
war and
If I ever say
Grenell
somebody's
in the
over
middle.
150, I'm joking. I need to be more clear about that. Back check.
4,700
Let's see how old Fauci
attack.
is, because he's not 555 years old. But let me see.
No,
Fauci,
don't activate that.
he's
He's crazy.
81. I mean, Fauci looks good for 81. I don't like him, but I'm just, you know,
I need 3 or more
anybody
mech
that
war
lives to
monsters.
81 deserves
Oh,
some
I
credit.
have both his
So,
boss
you
monsters.
know,
What am I gonna do with this?
obviously don't mean
Special
like
summon
literally
one mech
nothing
war.
said. It's just funny when I say that. I said it about Noam Chomsky the other
Oh,
day, and
I'm
it made me
stronger
laugh.
than
I was like,
that.
Noam
Oh.
Chomsky's 184 years old, and it just made me laugh. I'm sorry. I gotta fact check myself. Someone said you spotted the liberal.
Activate Skyle's ability.
Maybe they're conservative, but who knows?
I'm a genius.
Someone
I'm a
said
genius.
no,
It's like
I don't know about
I didn't attack over him because I thought I would destroy him. This card gains 100
Yeah,
attack
he's
each
80,
mech war
he's
monster
super
field
80.
except this card infantry around mech war monster control
he's
declares
Brad
an
Pitt.
attack.
Messi is the Brad Pitt of the world. We need Pete Davidson to play it. That's another thing.
Oh, this card is normal.
Let's see, love your humor, said Tina. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. God bless you.
Happy attack. Destroy.
My Grandpa Burger is almost 102. Shane, God bless you and God bless Grandpa Burger. Grandpa Burger gets a shout out from Anomaly. Yay, Grandpa Burger 102.
I want this one.
Legend.
Sure.
Legend. American legend. Appreciate y'all.
Why
Someone said Anomaly, I hear a lot of pointing out the obvious but no real solutions. I don't think that's true, but
No,
not solution, because a lot of people even on Instagram are going to get testy with me because they're just like, it's fear porn all the time on their pages. But my solution is like self-awareness and self-accountability. I had a tweet today and I said, living in the present, learning to live in the present moment and be present. Like, not having your mind scrambled everywhere and doing all these things.
I still have 2
Being
attacks.
present and having a good attitude will change your life more than Biden, more than Trump, more than my opinion. So that's my solution. Self-awareness, self-accountability, do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks, enjoy your life, put a smile on your face, and don't let all this fear porn left wing or right wing get you down. What's going to be will be. You can have an impact on your own life, and nobody controls your destiny like you do. So that is my solution. That's my overarching
solution. 2 mech lords who don't get bopped.
Be a grateful person. Try to figure out how to live in the present and get your clouded brain. I'm not saying you, but everybody's all over the place, including me. It's like, if you can learn that stuff, your life will go from here to here quicker than any political activism. So, on the contrary, I think I'm one of the only people talking about a real solution. But, I know sometimes I have certain opinions and people get, like, super mad at me. Like, I'll have an opinion about Trump and they'll be like, yeah, but what's the solution? And then I'll say something good about Trump and they'll be like, yeah, but what's the solution? It's like, I say something about Elon Musk where he's going to put a computer chip in my brain. I'm like, he's not putting a chip in my brain. I know these people are plotting. I guess people, they do this thing where it's like a straw man. If I say, I'll just say Scientologists used to clean up my neighborhood in Hollywood. That's true. There's a lot of Scientology money in Hollywood. They have a lot of infrastructure. They actually, this is a truth too that people don't know about Scientology. They run one of the largest watchdog organizations on Sunset Boulevard. And it is like an anti-pharma thing where they go after, or they hold pharma accountable for jacking up your kids with pills. So they actually do great work with that, and they have a really good museum there that documents all the history of Big Pharma. It's like a Big Pharma expose museum. It's amazing. So I say stuff like that, and then people will make up this argument I never said. I'm just speaking facts. You don't have to like Scientology.
I didn't realize he had a synchro wave blast. That's
they do have a really good Big Pharma museum. It's true. I say that and then people straw man it, and I'm like, I never said that. Same with Elon Musk. I actually don't fully trust Elon Musk. I think the world just is a stage, and right now he's like the most interesting character. But I also believe in like gratefulness, appreciation, humor, value. I don't just hate. I'm not fearful. I'm not afraid of everything. So it doesn't really bother me. But it's like, even people that freak out at me and lie about me, they'll be like, I'll lose control.
All I can do is blow up the field.
You're afraid, you're angry. These are
all I can do is blow myself up.
It's your fault. It's not my fault. But in general,
he has another Sonic chip.
They're like, Anomaly thinks it's true. Elon Musk's going to save him. He's going to save him. I'm like, I don't think Elon Musk's going to save me. I don't think anyone's going to save me. I work every day. I wake up. I enjoy my life. I work hard. I have a good mindset. And I'm in control of my own destiny, and I don't expect Trump, Biden, Elon to make or break me. They're not going to derail me. They're not going to change my life. I mean, they might influence it a little bit, but I actually don't at all think that Elon Musk is going to save me. And I understand that he's doing space stuff.
Man, I don't need these cars, man.
And to be quite honest, Elon Musk is the only one talking transparently about transhumanism, which, although it's not where I want to go, and I don't believe in it, at least he's talking about it, because usually these people just plot in the shadows, and next thing you know, they're just doing it. So it's like, at least he's spreading awareness that they have the technology. But, just because I say one or two nice things...
Dude, I'm back to where I started. This is so cringe.
A fearful person. Like, someone hit me up,
it's the exact same combo, exact same card.
You're supposed to be, like, afraid of God. You're supposed to be afraid of doing the wrong thing. You're not supposed to be afraid of doing the right thing or afraid of all this wickedness. Like, that's a personal issue. So... I find a lot of people have been getting upset. I understand I've been getting a bigger platform on Instagram, and the bigger I get, the more there's going to be people skeptical, because if you're a small account, nobody cares. But it's like you get bigger, now people are going to be like, well, why are you big? Why am I small? I'm like, I don't know, maybe might
I don't
harder
know.
than yours, I work harder than yours, and I think about stuff. You're like, oh, they're censoring. I'm like, yeah, they censor me too. You don't even know the stuff I've had to deal with, but I'm walking onto the battlefield knowing that there's landmines everywhere. So I understand that, how it works, and I act differently. It's like some people with truth are
He got a
they
decoy
just walk
dragon.
into a field of landmines, get exploded, and they're like, oh, I got exploded. It's like, yes, you did. And it's not to say it's right. And if I ran Instagram or Twitter, I would not ban you. However, you're acting like it's just dumb. Like, you're not playing 5D chess. You're like walking into a landmine and then crying about it. It's like if you don't want to get censored at all, which I would love, use other platforms. Use Rumble. Use BitChute. Use Gab. You know, there are platforms out there for you to build an audience on it, and there's other ways. But if you're gonna use, I don't think I have free speech on Facebook. I say what I want. I'm not a phony, but I identify. This is why I don't get banned. I also give free game and information to people who actually want to learn something. It's like I don't get fully banned. I've been censored on Facebook. I think I'm being shadow banned right now. I have 1.7 million users. I can't even get 1,000 people.
Effect Veiler.
You know, I've been demonetized. They've taken away my months for free. They've written an article about me. It's not like they just leave me alone. It's not at all that. But I identify the game they're playing, and I try to play an even smarter game. Oh, I get you're censoring that, and that. It's not that I'm going to lie about it or cover it up, but I'm seeing it like as if it's a game of Battleship, where I'm like, they're putting their pieces here, and I'm going to put my pieces
You're
here. So
joking,
people
bro.
just walk right into the landmine and then cry about it. It's like, yeah, it's you know, it sucks.
Yeah, he
But,
has
you know,
two.
that's just what's going on. But in general,
I got someone lucky.
people see my content and they see my energy, and it's like they want me to be like them. Like, why don't you say what I'm like? Because I'm not you. You seem like you have a bad attitude. You have negative energy. Your whole page is just fear porn. People watch your stuff and they're just
Oh my
like,
god,
"Oh,
it's
Elon
one
Musk."
card.
Elon Musk
You can
is
use that to
doing
destroy scrap
transhumanism, which
iron.
he
Wow,
literally
okay.
talks about all
That's
the time. He is one of the innovators, or his companies are in the technology to merge humans and machines. He explains exactly that in interviews. I don't want to merge with a machine, but at the same time, I'm already kind of doing
It's
it
over.
with so much machines in my face. I understand, sadly, that's where things are going.
I got
So
someone
it's up to me and
lucky.
you, if we want to
Like I got
avoid
too
that,
many.
to do
Like
our thing, make our
all
money,
the same
you know,
card.
be ourselves, and then figure out how to make like a breakaway civilization. You know what I'm saying? Like Amish type stuff. Like that is the future. If you want to beat Elon Musk and transhumanism, you got to go full Amish. You got to figure out how to make countryside, make your own butter, and create a community where you can stay away from it. And I hope you do. I think that's amazing. I hope to do that someday as well. But in the meantime, I'm not going to just sit and cry and freak out about it. I think people who are so negative and fearful, they think that they're righteous, but they're,
This
you know,
is
it's
hard.
like, okay, and what's your point?
No, what's your
You don't
point?
Okay, so what are you going to do about it? Just yell on Instagram? It doesn't matter. Like, I know when I make a video about Elon Musk, I'm doing it for a reason. I'm finding value in it, but I don't think my opinion matters that much. You know, I mean, I definitely think I make good content. I inspire people. I try to make them healthy, happy, make jokes, show something that interests me and inspires me, but I actually don't think my opinion matters that much. These other people who get mad at me, they think their opinion matters so much. My opinion about Elon Musk doesn't matter. Your opinion about Elon Musk doesn't matter. Your work on Elon Musk, no matter how good it is, it's great if you can teach people things, but it's like, get over yourself. At the end of the day, you know, when it comes to transhumanist technology, I don't have the power to stop them in their tracks, and neither do you. So the question is, what's the solution? Lying about me? No. Yelling about me? No. Crying about me? No. You know, it's really to build a breakaway civilization or a breakaway community like the Amish have, where you are so self-sufficient that you don't have to use technologies and computer at all. It's just like with COVID. What's the solution of COVID? Yeah, I did content. I think I've raised awareness to hundreds of millions of people.
Whoa,
I think I did a
what?
great job during COVID. One of the best, to be honest. But at the same time,
Oh,
what's
3
the real
mech lords
solution?
from
If
your
you live in New York City
hand?
and LA, you have to either find your own community within it and find the gyms and the, you know, places that don't hassle you, which a lot of people in big cities
It
have done,
cannot be.
or
Okay,
you have
what's
to
my
go
turn? You
somewhere
can
else.
turn one
These are the
sync on
solutions. You
one.
can't
Quick
just
back
overinflate your ego and be like, oh, my
Whoa.
content's so important. It's like, I think my content is important, but at the same time, you know, people's own choices, actions, and life and community, that's really more important
You can
than anything
grab
I
a
say. It's like
synchro
what you
monster,
do,
is that
who
it?
you choose to be, where you choose to go, how hard you choose to work, how much you're able to turn off technology and really focus on the moment. Like, these are winning solutions in my
And then
opinion,
you can
but
do that.
Someone said, what is your Instagram name and pic so I can sub? It's Dream Rare. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I can't see all the Facebook super chats on here. I'm running like a big program, so it's hard. But yeah, Dream Rare, DreamRare. And that's also the name of my podcast. If you're on the go or in the car, Dream Rare Podcast. I'm going to just put it on the screen real quick. Patreon is where you can support. But Dream Rare Podcast that's just Dream Rare. That's my Instagram.
What if I just do this?
Alright. Celine said, what I like about following you is that you follow what's going on with the
And then I let them synchro summon, and then I just mess them up.
I appreciate it. I like certain things. I like music.
I could have summoned it this turn, but I don't know.
I like a lot of things.
He's not going to synchro summon.
Politics is obviously.
I'm not going to be able to hit over him. He has scrap on his scarecrow.
I dive into it. I make my opinion about it. I say things that are interesting.
He might have
And
two.
then I keep it moving though. I think, I've done this for years too. Not only have I become older, wiser, more complete internally, but I have now 5 years of experience of making content, reading the news. People say to me all the time, Anomaly, doesn't the news bother you? How do you do it, right? How do you do this? It's so crazy. And I'm like, I'm not emotional about it. And that's what a lot of people are. And I get that I do get upset by certain things, but every day is something, right? Every day is a big story. Every day is another thing. Liberals are going crazy. Republicans are mad at them. It's like, that's every day. So at a certain point, I don't over-engage in it. I figure out what I think. I figure out what's best for me. I figure out how I can counter it in the best way and
I
make
think
a
I
good
do
impact.
this.
And then I just leave it alone. I don't like get mad about it. And so many people, really, that things that annoy me more than the news is people that claim to be my supporters or they follow me and they just start viciously like hating on me out of nowhere because I don't think like them and act like them. Where it's like we've all gone down a rabbit hole. We've all learned information. I know a lot more than a lot of the people.
Oh no, man! Oh no, man! Oh man! I should have did that first. Oh, this hurts. Oh my goodness!
They probably didn't even know about it when I made a video on it, but to me, it's like that everyone knows what's going on. Like,
I assumed there was scrap iron
my audience is
scarecrow.
stupid, and I have to tell them everything. I mean, I do inform, but it's like, yeah, if you haven't noticed, we've gone from cars, trains, planes to house phones to FaceTime to Zoom call to cameras everywhere in our face to phones that are tracking us. Like, that's where technology is going. I think my audience is smart enough to realize, like, yes, they are putting chips in people's hands right now. It's kind of weird. Eventually they're going to try to computerize people even more. It's happening. I'm just not going to freak out and cry about it. And if I find value in something that Elon Musk is doing or saying, I'm going to share it. The same way I actually enjoy Elon Musk's personality more than I enjoy Bill Gates as just a consumer of media. But even Bill Gates, despite the fact that I literally can't stand the guy, there's moments of his interviews that have value. Not because he's a great person, but because he says something that is very telling. I've shown his videos multiple times and been like,
Yes.
listen to what he just said. He
Right,
you
just told the truth.
Michelle Lansky, Fauci. So it's weird with Elon. A lot of people in the truther community have Elon derangement syndrome, where I've been doing this for years and no one's really bothered me about a lot of topics, the Trump stuff, some liberal stuff, but it's like, that's just kind of how I operate. I weave in through the news and pick things that inspire me and let it go. I don't know that I give a full, I'll let you know when I fully endorse somebody. It's very rare. It's like, it is what it is. Like, you vote for Biden or Trump. I'm voting for Trump. I don't fully trust the guy, but Joe Biden is clearly going to do things that are worse for me, so that's just my choice. And if people don't want to vote, whatever. I do, but you don't have to.
I do.
It doesn't change the world, just like me voting doesn't really change it. So whatever. It's like, but you get what I'm saying? It's like, well, why did you do that for you? They have like Elon derangement syndrome, where it's like, you must talk about this all the time, every time. I've made videos on Bill Gates. He's doing 30 things at once. It's like, I'm one person. I can't cover everything all the time. I'll come to it when I come to it, but at the end of the day, I don't think I'm the only source of people's information. I'm grateful for people that listen to me, but it's like, just like I have a cell phone and I watch documentaries that I don't cover, I think my audience is smart enough to follow other people. People are sending me a lot of Elon Musk stuff, like he wore a jacket that has the same phrase on it as the dollar bill. Novos Ordo Seclorum, or I don't know exactly what it says, but it means not New World Order, but a new order of the ages, and it comes
Oh
from.
no,
This is
he's
what a lot
about
of
to
people
rev it up.
posting it saying Elon Musk wear this shirt. What do you think? Like, and I'm like, so I look it up, right? I'm like, what does that phrase mean? Okay, where does it come from? It comes from a Latin poem. You should try to find the Latin poem and read it. I read it. It talks about God. It talks about plural gods in plural. It talks about heaven, and it talks about Saturn. It's a weird poem, but somebody in American history found that poem, was inspired by it, and then put it on the dollar bill, allegedly, and said that this is the new American age. This is the new order of Americanism and, the Constitution. So that's where that word really comes from. It comes from a Latin poem that was adopted by early Americans, and they put it on money next to weird, Egyptian symbols. It's all weird, but it's like, I just told a lot. I bet you nobody's ever, I'm not going to say nobody, but like, people just see a picture and just screech at it and yell at me and like, see, he's doing this because I saw this picture. It's like, I don't like
He has scrap on his spirit.
I think about everything I see. I haven't talked about the
He doesn't even have it,
not because I
bro.
don't want to, but it's
Oh man.
and I'm not just going to say something and be wrong just because I saw. I want to do a deep dive investigation and be 100% sure with what I'm saying, but it's like, with Elon, people have this like derangement thing.
Dude, I need to draw 2 McLaurens, or I need to draw something that's special.
But I do highlight her videos sometimes, and I point out that, look what she said, look what Elon said, look what Trump said. It is what it is. No one's telling you to fully trust these people. It's just like, it's just weird that so many people have such a bad attitude about it, but let's see, someone said send, I'm not going to read that, but let's see, a few more comments and then I'll roll out. I definitely want to keep it under an hour. Let's see, one more comment maybe. Someone said, Anomaly, what are you going to do when they take you to re-education camps? How do we fight the fraud and tyranny? Well, Dennis, here's what I have to say, and then I'm going to end. You sound like, first of all, you said I had no solution. Now you're trying to like push fear on me. What if they take you away? It's like, you're, in my opinion, Dennis, I'm not saying you're evil, because I don't think you are. I think you're a good guy. Being so afraid of everything is not righteous. It's actually wicked. It means you're buying into, I need to be afraid of evil. I need to be scared. I need to be nervous. That's not good energy, and that's not how I am. So I actually made a song called Way Too Jack for the Gulag. That was my flip on it. If that ever came to be, which I don't think it's going to happen in America, we have the Second Amendment. We have hundreds of millions of people who agree with me and you. We have a reversal in the culture. I don't think it's going to get to that part. But if it does get to that part, I made my song called Way Too Jack for the Gulag. So I want to be as strong, as physically fit, as powerful, as well equipped as I possibly can be to not allow that into my reality. So if it ever gets to that point, there's going to be 2 things that happen. Either I can do something about it, and I'm going to do something about it, or I can't do anything about it, and I'm not going to spend the next 5 years of my life thinking about the worst possible scenario. So
I probably shouldn't have went into the second one because I'm just gonna blow up the field, but I just blow up the field.
This idea that you have to be wildly afraid.
Because he doesn't even have like summon anything.
If you were going to go to a re-education camp in 7 years with me, first of all, you should enjoy the next 7 years of your life, but not sit on the computer.
I might draw something.
You're wasting the last freedom.
I might draw something as the dish.
Figure out a way that if you really felt that was the truth, then why not leave the country, right? You can go to another country, maybe possibly where there's not going to be a re-education camp.
I can still draw play.
You've got to act on it. So that's just my last thing. God bless everybody. I appreciate you for being here, but so many people that are truth, right wing, left wing, whatever, they buy into so much fear.
Oh my gosh, is
I
that it?
don't share that same fear and like over paranoia with them. They have something else to say to me and try to like pull me into their reality. It's not my reality. I'm absolutely
this is what I needed to draw, yes.
The world's getting, but I will enjoy my life. I will do the most I can do. I will appreciate these moments, and I will work towards not allowing that to happen. Just like parents are now pushing back against the school system, so their kids are not being sexualized and turned into degenerates. Parents are not just sitting there saying, "Oh, they're going to turn my kids into re-educated." Do something about it, right? Okay, if that's happening, go to Florida. If that's happening, go Republican. If that's happening, pull your kids out of private school. Put them in a, this is solution-based stuff.
No, man.
the solution is not to be fearful about everything and just do something. I didn't want to be in LA, I left. You know, I don't want this. If this is coming, I'm going to prepare. If I can do something about it, I'll do it. If I can't, then what's the point of worrying about it? You know, there's no strategic angle to any of that stuff. And I think, you know, the future will be won by the people who are not afraid of everything and they just act on what's going on and create their own destiny. If I'm aware that if things got bad enough, I might have to move to the hills. I don't know. You know, the Bible talks about stuff like that, but it's like, say things get so bad, I'm not going to spend the next 5 years of my life saying, oh my gosh, what if I have to move to the hills? It's like, I don't care. I'm not saying it's ideal. I don't want to move to a random woods or the hills, but someone said faith over fear. Exactly. It's like, if there comes a time where things go bad, then I'm going to have to make the move I have to make. And you know what? I'm going to have a smile on my face the whole time because life is an adventure. Life is a journey. Nothing's perfect. It's been the hard times and the obstacles that got me here.
No, man. I don't want to activate this. He's going to block me.
Anything that happens, negative or positive. So that's
I knew it. That's why I didn't want to activate it.
Exactly.
There we go. I can still use this. Oh, God.
That's it, brother. So,
I don't want him to block me.
I'm not saying lighten up, but enjoy yourself.
I have to blow up the field.
You seem like a legend. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate your questions and concerns. And enjoy yourself. Have a good, I guess it's Wednesday. I keep thinking it's like Friday. I was going to say have a good weekend. I always say that for like it's Monday. I'm like, every day.
It's Friday for me because it's the end of my work week. Today's my last day of work for the week.
And I'm actually pretty optimistic about that. I do see a change in this country, and I don't believe evil will win. So one way or another, you know, no matter how far they try to push it, it's not the 1900s. It's not 1980s. They're not going to get that far in America. America has the Second Amendment. America has a huge portion of people that are now realizing that the left wing is not the way to go. I feel better than I used to, and I don't think the bad guys are having a good time. You know, they're forced masking themselves. They look like Joe Biden.
They look like Joe Biden.
God bless y'all. Have a beautiful week. I appreciate you. And as always, Dreamer Podcast. Just check it out. If you're in a podcast,
I'm going to buy the Dreamer Podcast before I go on my road trip. I'm Spotify. I have to buy a speaker and my tickets.
Striking down Roe versus Wade. Early draft opinion of a Supreme Court decision set to be released at the end of June, early July, has been leaked to the public, and it looks like the Supreme Court, after 49 years, intends to overturn the precedent set in Roe versus Wade. We're going to talk about this, we're going to discuss this, we're going to discuss the leak, the reaction, everything and anything related to this case. But first, we got to throw it over to our sponsor, Help with Justice Transition, sponsor Transition.
Oh, wow.
Has a huge impact.
Yes! 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 I destroyed it! Yes!
There are so many anti-aging products.
Let's go!
And most of them just don't work.
Let's go! I destroyed it with his own wild throw. Oh, he won.
I love multi-talented justice.
Oh,
This is
great.
the premium collagen powder. It helps address the root problems in aging, which is a depreciation of collagen production in your body. One scoop of this today, in the morning, then you drink, and all of a sudden, you're going to have a soft, itty-bitty, baby, soft, youthful glow skin. Look at my youthful glow skin. It's quite literally glowing. Look at my skin. And I got great news. If you go over to healthwithjustice.com right now, you can get 51% off this amazing powder. That is healthwithjustice.com. 60-day money-back guarantee. 51% off healthwithjustice.com. So last night, a draft opinion from Justice Alito of the Supreme Court became public somehow. More on that later.
Alright,
And
I
it
gotta
looks
go to
like
work.
the court intends to overturn a precedent